The story takes place in a small town in Spain. The male lead, Adrián, is a somewhat well-known orchestra conductor. A few days earlier, he received an invitation from Colombia to work as a conductor. He hoped that Belén would go with him. For the sake of love, Belén willingly gave up her career and followed him to a foreign country. However, this reckless decision would later plant a seed of regret in her life. In the following days, Adrián's career advanced rapidly, and their living conditions kept improving. They rented an old villa, whose landlord was an elderly woman living alone. Interestingly, her life story was very similar to Belén's. She had also once followed love to a foreign land. As she was about to return to Germany, she left her dog behind in the house. But giving everything in a relationship does not always guarantee a return. The saying, "Once you succeed, you abandon the one you loved," perfectly captures this situation. Belén often noticed Adrián flirting with a female member of his orchestra. Seeing it once or twice could be dismissed, but they were secretly exchanging inappropriate messages behind her back. Anyone could tell what was going on. Adrián's dismissive attitude pushed Belén deeper into pain. While she was struggling with this, the landlord, who was about to leave, revealed a secret that could test love. Behind a mirror was a hidden room, built with thick walls and soundproof glass. It was completely sealed. No sound from inside could be heard outside. However, from inside, one could hear everything happening outside through a speaker system. Even more surprising, the reinforced glass allowed her to observe Adrián's every move. The room was fully equipped for living. Apart from being covered in dust, everything was in perfect condition. But the landlord forgot to mention one extremely important detail, and this very detail would soon make her life worse than death. After seeing the landlord off as she returned to her home country, Belén wrote a farewell letter and carefully recorded a breakup video, making everything look convincing. After explaining everything in the video, she carried 2 suitcases of clothes and moved into the hidden room. At that moment, Adrián returned home with a bouquet of roses he had just bought. He noticed the camera placed by the bedside. Everything was unfolding exactly as Belén had planned. After watching the video, he immediately called her, but her phone was already turned off. It wasn't until he saw the empty wardrobe that he finally realized Belén had truly left. Inside the secret room, Belén finally witnessed the reaction she had been hoping for. Adrián looked heartbroken at first, but in the next moment, his sadness turned into anger. Since she had already gotten the result she wanted, there was no need to continue the test. She frantically searched for the key, trying to end this farce, but no matter how hard she looked, she couldn't find it. Even after dumping everything out of her bag, the result was the same, because the key was never inside. At the very moment she entered the hidden room, she had accidentally dropped it outside. Now she had truly gone too far. Belén tried shouting to Adrián outside, but her voice couldn't escape the soundproof room. Her phone, the only way to contact the outside world, had no signal at all. Driven by desperation, she tried every possible way to escape, but all her efforts were in vain. She was completely trapped. Fortunately, there were a few canned supplies stored inside the room, giving her a small hope of survival. After Belén's disappearance, Adrián went to a bar to drown his sorrows. Whether it was guilt or resentment over her sudden departure, he even shed tears in secret. This scene, by pure coincidence, was witnessed by Anna, a waitress at the bar. No man can resist a woman's kindness, especially a man who is emotionally broken. At this point, the two had no real interaction, only a subtle mutual interest. However, what happened next would force their lives together. As Adrián left the bar, he suddenly got into a fight with a stranger. The outcome was as expected. He was beaten to the ground. Fortunately, the other man didn't want trouble and left after a few hits. Hearing the commotion, Anna rushed outside and saw Adrián lying drunk and helpless on the ground. Seeing his condition, she kindly stepped in and took the heavily intoxicated Adrián back to his place. The next morning, after sobering up, Adrián seemed to have forgotten everything. After a few perfunctory words to Anna, he hurriedly left and returned to work at the orchestra. But his emotions were still unstable, and he couldn't focus at all. He ended work early that day. That night, Adrián returned to the bar, but this time, not to drink. He came specifically to apologize to Anna, a bar waitress and a successful orchestra conductor on top of that, a wealthy man. Whether in real life or in movies, it's easy for the girl to fall for him. Even though Anna initially resisted, Adrián had already seen through the darker side of human nature. However, He didn't realize that he himself was sinking deeper into that darkness and would eventually use it to achieve his own desires. In an increasingly ambiguous atmosphere, the two began to open up to each other. Under Adrian's sweet talk and manipulation, Anna soon became his new girlfriend. And this moment quietly planted the seed for the shocking twist that would come later. That very night, Adrian brought Anna back to his house. The moment Belen saw this from inside the hidden room, she completely broke down. Everything that was supposed to belong to her was now gone, all because of her own reckless decision. While Belen suffered in agony inside the sealed room, the two people outside were living in complete contrast. She had underestimated Adrian's lack of control over his desires and overestimated the strength of their relationship. The next morning, Anna woke up in Adrian's house. As she went to the bathroom to freshen up, she accidentally noticed 2 toothbrushes. Although she felt a hint of suspicion, she chose to interpret it as thoughtfulness or simply his good nature. At that moment, a faint sound came from the drain. Anna assumed it was just the sound of running water and didn't pay much attention. Seeing that Adrian was still asleep, she began to wander around the villa. A table by the window quickly caught her attention. She stared at a piece of artwork placed there. Suddenly, Adrian appeared, startling her. Using breakfast as an excuse, he quickly led her away. The artwork Anna had picked up was actually one of Belen's handmade drafts, which Adrian hadn't had time to put away. Clearly, he didn't want Anna to know about his ex-girlfriend. Anna was curious why Adrian chose to live in such a remote villa instead of the city. In reality, everything he said was connected to Belen. It was her desire for a better creative environment that led them to choose this place. Of course, Anna knew nothing about this. After breakfast, 2 police officers arrived at the house. One of them was Anna's ex-boyfriend. They had come in response to Adrian's report, suspecting that Belen's disappearance might not be as simple as it seemed. The police had already checked with immigration authorities and found no record of Belen leaving the country. Therefore, they suspected her disappearance might be connected to Adrian. After hearing this, Anna began to feel uneasy. Hadn't Adrian told her he didn't have a girlfriend? Even though being deceived was hard to accept, Anna still chose to believe him. However, in the following days, strange things started happening to her. The bathtub would vibrate while she was bathing. The house would suddenly lose power without warning. The dog kept staring at the mirror in an unsettling way. Once, while showering, the water temperature suddenly turned scalding hot, burning her. Even stranger, that familiar faint sound began coming from the drain again, but Anna still didn't think much of it. Until one day, she discovered a key inside a drain near the cabinet. Thinking it looked nice, she casually wore it around her neck as a decoration. As these strange events continued, Anna began to feel increasingly uneasy. She wanted to move out of the villa, but Adrian refused to believe her. That night, Belen kicked the pipes repeatedly, trying to alert Adrian and get his attention. But the disturbance was too subtle. Adrian didn't notice anything. Around the same time, the police discovered a body. But after Adrian identified it, it turned out not to be Belen. What he never imagined was that Belen had been behind the mirror all along. All the strange events Anna experienced were actually caused by Belen. One morning, while casually walking around, Anna dropped a piece of food, and it created ripples in the water. This instantly reminded her of the strange ripples she often saw in the bathroom. If the ripple she just saw was caused by her, then could the bathroom ripples also be caused by someone? It didn't take long for her to get the answer. Belen, as if grasping a lifeline, desperately tried to signal Anna that she was trapped inside. Anna found it hard to believe the missing Belen was really in there. Even the dog's strange behavior seemed to confirm her suspicion. Guided by Belen's signals, Anna discovered the entrance to the hidden room and the key mechanism. But just as she was about to open the door, she stopped, because she knew that the moment Belen regained her freedom would also mean the end of her relationship with Adrian. After a long internal struggle, Anna whispered an apology and then drained the water in the basin, choosing not to open the door. At that very moment, Adrian returned home, unaware that anything had happened. Belen's last hope was shattered. This moment became the turning point of the story and the beginning of Belen's hatred toward Anna. That night, Anna couldn't sleep. Coincidentally, neither could Adrian. The dog clearly sensed that Belen was behind the mirror, but it couldn't speak and could prove nothing. After that, Belen stopped knocking on the pipes. No matter how much Anna called out, there was no response. One day, as Adrian was returning from work, He ran into the same police officer who had previously investigated the case. Perhaps out of concern for Anna's safety, the officer remained deeply invested in Belen's disappearance. Although there were still no concrete clues, the police officer firmly believed that Adrian was the culprit. He warned that if Anna were to disappear just like Belen, he would definitely uncover the truth and ruin Adrian completely. During the investigation, he also discovered that Adrian indeed had a special relationship with a female violinist from the orchestra. He showed photos of the two together to Anna, hoping she would become cautious and leave Adrian. Little did he know, this decision would push Anna into a point of no return. The intimate photos made Anna feel disgusted. Now it was undeniable. Adrian was a complete playboy. In just 2 months, he had been involved with 3 different women. If Anna continued to stay with him, her future would likely be no better. At that moment, Anna made a decision she would regret for the rest of her life. She opened the hidden door. Inside, the air was filled with a foul, decaying smell, and the room was in complete disarray. Belen lay weakly on the bed. Just as Anna was about to call her to escape together, Belen's darker side took over. Without hesitation, Belen abandoned Anna, escaped on her own, and locked the door behind her like sealing a gate to hell. Belen could hardly believe she was still alive. Now, apart from herself and Anna, no one knew that there was still a hidden room inside that old house. Before Adrian returned home, Belen had already left. Guided by the dog, Adrian later found a strange key, the same one that had previously been hanging around Anna's neck. Naturally, he assumed that Anna had left him. On the mirror nearby, there was a photo of him and Belen. Meanwhile, Anna had regained consciousness only to find herself locked inside the secret room. Her situation had now become exactly the same as Belen's before. No matter how loudly she screamed, no one outside could hear her. The scene then shifts to Belen. She has returned to her hometown, sitting quietly on the beach, as if everything that happened was just a dream, a long, dark nightmare. And she herself was a part of that nightmare. Perhaps giving everything in love doesn't guarantee true affection in return. There is still one lingering question in the film. Did Anna survive in the end? And with that, the story comes to an end. If you have any thoughts or ideas, feel free to share them in the comments. And friends, don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thanks for watching.